But let's begin here this morning with officials who now believe a catastrophic event destroyed the submersible that went missing during a visit to the wreck of the Titanic. And there are, sadly, tragically, no survivors. Crews found debris from the craft in the North Atlantic in the same area as the sunken ship. Roxana Saberi has been following the search from Boston. Roxana, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. This is clearly not the outcome that anyone was hoping for. The Coast Guard says it is investigating the debris sites to try to find out how and when the submersible imploded.
There was a catastrophic event.
The international rescue effort now turns to recovery.
The debris is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel.
After crews found 5 major pieces of debris from OceanGate's Titan submersible, about 1,600 feet from the Titanic shipwreck Thursday.
This is a incredibly unforgiving environment down there.
A naval official told CBS News the Navy detected a noise consistent with an implosion shortly after the Titan first lost contact on Sunday, and that the banging sounds a Canadian aircraft had detected on Tuesday and Wednesday were actually from other ships in the area.
OceanGate shouldn't have been doing what it was doing. I think that's pretty clear. I wish I had been more vocal about that, but I think I was unaware that they weren't certified because I wasn't really studying it.
James Cameron, director of the movie Titanic and an underwater explorer, has made more than 30 dives to the wreckage site.
It's not lost on me as somebody who's studied the meaning of Titanic, that it's about warnings that were ignored. That ship's lying at the bottom of the ocean, not because of the nature of its steel or the nature of its compartments, but just because of bad seamanship. The captain was warned. There were icebergs ahead. It was a moonless night, and he plowed ahead.
All 5 people on board the Titan are presumed dead. It's unclear if their bodies will ever be recovered.
There is a lot that was learned about the wreck of the Titanic that was in large part due to pH.
Matt Tulloch knew French naval veteran and explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet for 30 years.
How do you think Paul-Henri would have liked to be remembered?
He was just such a generous individual. He would like to be remembered as somebody who continued the story of Titanic.
In a statement, OceanGate said it is grieving deeply over this loss. The Coast Guard said while it will keep investigating the event, it's now starting to demobilize some of the search effort. Anne-Marie?
So a few questions for you, Roxana. What are the next steps in this investigation?
Well, the Coast Guard says it's trying to figure out how the implosion happened and when. They say they're going to analyze the debris that they've been finding on the ocean floor. They call it a complex case in a remote part of the ocean involving several different countries. And our partners at the BBC are reporting that investigators will be looking in particular for the site of the rupture. But that will be tough because the Titan broke into pieces. They're reporting that investigators are going to bring those pieces of debris up to the surface, analyze them under a microscope, and look for tears and other clues. Anne-Marie?
So the Navy reported hearing underwater sounds, which could have been this submersible imploding shortly after the Titan lost contact on Sunday. It happened at the same time. It lost contact, and the Navy heard what sounded like an implosion. What more do we know about this and just why it took so long to confirm? There were all these resources that sort of poured in to this search effort when it seems early on we would have known that it should be a rescue effort.
Yeah, so a Navy official has told CBS News that the Navy detected an acoustic anomaly consistent with an implosion shortly after the Titan lost contact. That was on Sunday. The official says that information was shared with the Coast Guard, which used it to narrow down the search area. We understand that the Coast Guard wanted to keep going with the search so that it could confirm that the Titan had indeed come to a catastrophic end, and that they got that confirmation when they found the debris through that remote operated vehicle yesterday morning. There were also those banging noises heard on Tuesday and Wednesday, and those had to be assessed. That naval officer told CBS News those were later found to be noises coming from other ships in the area.
And now that the worst case scenario has been confirmed, could there be repercussions for OceanGate? I know that, the passengers had to sign a pretty extensive, sort of paperwork saying that they're aware of all the risks, including possible death. But I'm wondering if we are looking at lawsuits or other repercussions, even if it's not from, the family members of the passengers.
Well, experts have said that despite those liability waivers that were signed by the passengers, they might not protect OceanGate from potential lawsuits. OceanGate, as you know, has been coming under a lot of criticism for years, and a lot more now. There are international groups that certify submersibles by making sure that they comply with safety standards. And we've heard from these maritime experts this week who are linked to those groups, who said they warned the company back in 2018 that it needed to get certified, but that OceanGate did not go through that process, saying that it could inhibit innovation. Now, for context, Anne-Marie, there is something called the Passenger Vehicle Safety Act that does regulate submersibles carrying passengers, but experts say that did not cover the Titan because the vessel didn't fly an American flag or operate in American waters. But you can bet the industry will be facing a lot more scrutiny now.
Yeah, it's certainly. Roxana, thank you very much, and for good reason.